Good day, viewers. I remember my humble self again. Otemu Ogenenyero teaching on YouTube. I encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Otemu Mass Success. The formula on the board is also another graph in statistics. Now, and it's a NECO No.11 2007 question. See, the table below shows the mark scored by a group of students in a test. And look at the mark from 1 to 10 and 91 to 100. Look at the frequency here and look at the frequency here. A. Construct a cumulative frequency table. B. Draw an ogive. The thing is asked to draw a graph of A, cumulative frequency graph of A. So if you're asked to draw an ogive, you see it as cumulative frequency graph, as the graph of it. Now, to say from your ogive or from your graph, find the median and the lower quartile. Now, solution, look at the mark. 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 91 to 100. And look at the frequency. Look at the frequency is 4. The next one is 6. The next one is 9. This is 12. Here is 20. The next one is 15. You see 15 there. 15. The next one is 7. The other one is 5. Here is 0 and here is 2. Now, I taught you that the cumulative frequency is the addition of the frequency. When you add the frequency to get your CF. What the first number there is 4, sorry. When you add 6 to 4, it gives us 10. It gives us what? 10. When you add 9 to 10, it gives us 19. When you add plus 12 to 8, it gives us 31. It will give us 51. Yes, if you add 20 to 8, it gives us what? 51. When you now add 15 to 8, when you add 15 to 8, what will it give us? It gives us 66. It gives us 66. When you now add 7 to 8, plus 7, 66 plus 7, give us 73. Plus they give us 78. 0 plus 78 will give another 78. Plus 2 give us 80. So that is the 80. Let's go find class boundaries. I'm using the upper class boundary here. And I've taught you how to get the upper class boundary. And I said that the upper class limit plus the lower class limit divided by 2, it will give you the upper class boundary, which is 10.5. This plus this divided by 2, it will give you 20.5. This plus divided by 2, it will give you 30.5. This plus divided by 2, it will give you 40.5. This plus divided by 2, it will give you 50.5. This plus divided by 2 will give you 60.5. So that will give you 70.5. That will give you 80.5. That will give you 90.5. It will give you 100.5. Now, with that taken to the graph, the next question is to plot the graph. The next question is to plot the
12 the graph. Now, the next question is to plot the graph. 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 The ne
Okay, we are asked to plot the graph. The highest, this is the cumulative frequency, and here is the class boundary, upper class boundary. Is the upper class boundaries we are using. Take note of that. And this is the line. Here is the line. Here is 0. So here is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Because the total is 80, so I stop at 80. We start at 10.5. So here will be 10.5, 20.5, 30, 30.5, here is 40.5, here is 50.5, here is 60.5, here is 70.5, here is 80.5, here is 90.5, here is 100.5. Okay, now when it is 10.5, what is its cumulative frequency? The cumulative frequency is 4. So now count 1, 2, 3, 4. I will now mark that place. Now I'm marking my own, you are marking your own. When it is 20.5, it's 10. Not mark here. When it is 30.5, it's 19. 19. Look at 19 here. When it is 40.5, it's 31. Look at 30 here. Here is 31. When it is now 50.5 is 51. Look at 40, look at 50, 51 will be here. When it is now 60.5 is 66. Look at 60 here. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66 is here. When it is now 70.5 is 73. Okay, look at 70 here, 71, 72, 73. Okay, when it is now 80.5 is 78. 78 is here, also 80. The other one is also 78, while the other one is 80. So this is, now we're going to join them together. Join them. Join them. Okay, consider the root. We join them. Okay, that is now our cumulative frequency graph, or you can call it the O-give. Alright, let me clean this board. Let me clean the board and answer the questions that follow. Let me clean the board and answer the questions that follow. Now, look at the question. Say, from use your graph or use the O-give to determine the median. So we are asked to find the median, which is C1. Median, you can get median using the second quartile, the 50th percentile, and the 5th decile. Yes, the 10th decile, yes, 5th decile. We can get it for the second quartile, which is 2n over 4. We can get it from the 50th percentile, which is 50 over 100, given 1 over 2. yeah, and the fifth densile, which is 5/10. All of them give you the same answer. So now, let us use 1. Let me just say median is n/2, which is n/2. And what is n? N is 80. 80/2. That is the number of the total frequency is 80. 80/2. And what is 80/2? It gives us 40. We don't stop there. We must go to the graph to get the actual reading. 40. Look at 40 and look at 40 here. So I want to draw with a broken line where it touches it. Now take it down. Alright. We take it down to that point. So our duty is to get the reading from there. Now, here is 10, 11.5, 12.5, 13.5, 14.5, 15.5, 16.5, 17.5, 18.5, 19.5, 20. Okay? Here is 40, 41.5, 42.5, 43.5, 44.5, 45.5. Our final answer is 45.5. I will call here the median. I will call here the median. I will call there the what? The median. Now, after doing that, the next question is to find the lower quartile. Roman figure 2, the lower quartile, which we call Q1. The lower quartile is Q1. Is equals to n/4. The lower quartile is n/4, which is 80 divided by 4, which is 80 divided by 4, and is 20. So let's trace again to let's go to the graph and trace the lower quartile and get the actual what? Reading. You always draw with a broken line, please. Draw the broken line. When it touches the graph, you take it down. You take it down. When it touches it, you take it down to the x-axis and get your reading. Alright, that is the lower quartile. You now write here lower quartile. Okay, here is 30.5, here is 21.5, which is equals to 31.5. So this is how we can solve it using the cumulative frequency curve. And share my videos again to every other person so that they can get my reading. God bless you. They can subscribe to my YouTube channel at Utemo Mass Success.